back. You got Will and Iron here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, Rovi, and MScribe, and today we're going to be talking about more AI agents and trusted execution environments.
Yeah,
and ZK, TLS,
and whatever else, dude. Just to make sure these things are a little more
trustable.
Yeah, authentic, right? Because clearly, it seems like we've got a Cambrian explosion in our hands of like a whole new species, if you will.
Are you saying we shouldn't trust humans, dude?
Well, no, definitely not. I don't think we can trust humans. So we need to ensure if we're going to breed potentially trillions of these agents
that's what they're saying.
That untrustworthy component of like human intervention is like verifiably like separated from the agent layer.
Our
right?
apex status is on the brink.
Yeah, I guess so. So there's a lot of signs indicating like, you know, for good reason, we're really honed in on this like AI meta, not just from like a crypto perspective.
This is a humanity red alert situation.
Yeah, right. So let's go over some of these signs. This is so we can kind of like get our bearings straight before we get into why verifiable AI is a big deal. Right?
Yeah, and why do you guys keep talking about AI? Well, that's because 70% of our mind share is AI, and then 5% memes, DeFi, GameFi, EVMs, layer 2s, ETFs.
Yeah, really everything else, like every other sector in crypto is like trying to figure out their AI integration angle at the moment, right?
Every single sector. Memes are going to start chatting with you.
Yeah.
DeFi is going to get optimized with AI. GameFi is going to have NPCs talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. So this is 100% needs to be the focal energy point, I guess, of this, at least for now, this portion of this cycle, right? So, and there's macro factors as well.
Well, it can't get more macro than this. This is OpenAI's Sam Altman says we know how to build AGI.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay, so break down what that really means, because I've been hearing about AGI is not the same thing as the singularity, is it? Remember the singularity?
No,
Ray Kurzweil, he was like predicting like 2040 or something like that will be at the singularity.
It's the start of the singularity.
The start.
Yeah.
Okay.
But singularity is the point at which AI is just completely surpass human intelligence.
I thought we were already there.
No, not completely.
But we're pretty fucking close.
This year, maybe next year, we're at the singularity.
Okay, so it is the same thing, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Jesus, I thought the singularity was like when like human consciousness merges with AI or something like that. No? Okay. So we're actually there. So Kurzweil was like a decade or two like conservative.
I think his prediction was 2029.
Oh, was it? I thought it was like 2040. I remember like I watched those documentaries a long time ago.
No, I think it's 2029. I mean, he's still talking about it.
So he's pretty accurate then.
Yeah.
So
2029, that's
in 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, but Sam is saying it's coming this year, right? So that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you guys don't know what AGI is, it's plenty of videos. All right. NVIDIA Jensen Huang says AI agents are a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. The age of AI agentics is here.
Yeah. So there was an event last night, right?
Yep. CES. Yeah.
Which is like a tech conference or something.
Yeah. Consumer Electronics Show.
Yeah. So here he is, like showing off his new chips.
Yeah.
What a baller, dude.
Yeah. I remember seeing this. I don't know what this was. I can't remember, but he showed a plethora of chips. Like some like tiny little boxes of AI like supercomputers.
Right.
And like other monster beasts.
Unbelievable. So he's literally just displaying like, I don't know. It's like the cells of tomorrow, you know.
The brain cells, yeah.
The brain cells. And yeah, it used to be Steve Jobs up on those stages, like showing us new phones and stuff, new like human products.
Correct.
And people used to lose their minds over these presentations, but now it's like these are AI products essentially.
Yeah.
You know,
products for the AI.
Yeah, and as a result, NVIDIA just flipped Apple, right, as a company?
I wouldn't say just, but yeah, they surpassed everybody.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
All right, so we're looking at this tweet here, why verifiability matters. So what does this mean? So in the context of verifiability, you want to make sure that the AI agents that are said to be autonomous are actually autonomous, where you don't have access to private keys and things like that.
Yeah, like if we're going to build like a DeFi or DeFi,
D
You know, DEF
AI finance or decentralized AI finance.
Decentralized artificial I don't know, dude. I think people have like different labels for it, but basically an AI driven DeFi layer where, you know, we entrust these agents to essentially potentially operate on our behalf or become like, I guess, autonomous operators themselves.
Yeah.
You know, you want to make sure, I guess, there aren't like backdoor access to these things where like humans can come in and just completely.
Yeah, we're going to see a spectrum of applications of this because, you know, what is the value in AI being completely autonomous with its own private key, which you cannot access, and all of a sudden it becomes 100 millionaire?
What's the value in that?
What's the value in that?
Now it's got $100 million of spending power, I guess. It's like if I'm building an app,
right?
That's like I can build a cool thing for this agent to
like spend some of that 100 million,
I guess, in my direction, right? It's like, well, what do you do when fucking like Mark Cuban enters the NFT market, right?
But maybe its goal is just like accumulate as much wealth as possible, and it's like, no, I'm not going to spend this on you, dude.
Maybe he will though. It's like I think that's Mark Cuban's goal too, right? He's already a billionaire, but I'm sure his internal motivations. I would like more billions, right? And then he's like, oh, NFTs is like the next big thing. Oh, I should buy some Bored Apes, right? That's added liquidity to the OpenSea market, right?
Yeah.
And then he sells those Bored Apes. I'm sure he has. At
some
but point.
Even if you sell a Bored Ape, it's cheeklets compared to what his has.
Billions?
Yeah.
Nonetheless, he did these things, dude. It's like,
well, he's bored.
AI can get bored. I don't know, dude. The point is we're fucking around and finding out, right? But nonetheless, in order to fuck around safely and like reliably.
To finish my thought, it was like, okay, there's going to be agents that are completely autonomous, but I feel like there's something that's more aligned with humans is the humans get to own these AI agents, and they get to share ownership of that private key that agent is in control of.
True.
So it depends on how you implement this. All right, moving on.
So it's security.
Yeah, so unstoppable agent stack, so verifiable inference, follow network, and EIGEN so trusted execution environment and ZK transport layer security.
Something like that.
Autonomous signing with LIP protocol, which is cool. And coordination is AI16Z, LangChain, and virtuals.
Essentially the operating systems, right?
Yeah, so why are we telling you this? Well, here are the technologies that you should look into to start comprehending what is happening.
Right. If you have like conviction and belief that
the AI autonomy and take over.
Well, yeah, first that and like AGI, assuming Sam is right, which he probably is because he has like the closest view you can get.
He's got AGI in his back pocket already.
Yeah, already. He's already like just daily interacting with these things.
It's like a super intelligence, like an alien landed, it knows everything.
Yeah. And
you can just ask it anything.
Correct. So if you have conviction that, you know, an autonomous agent economy will at some point emerge and become like a long living staple, then you should also have conviction around, you know, securitizing, I guess.
Sure.
The security layer to all this.
Yeah. So here's a picture of Doom. And it says here, that's right. We circuitized a Doom playing AI agent as a way to guarantee deterministic, trustless, and privacy, preserving inference in real time. We dig into the technical challenges in this Medium article, and I think this is the Medium article, yeah. And so here's the AI agent learning to play a version of Doom. I don't remember these characters, but
yeah,
it's like Doom.
Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty much like Doom to me, but nonetheless, so it's like, how do we know this isn't just some dude pushing these buttons, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's because they're leveraging this authentication layer, essentially the ZK proof technology. So it's not necessarily EIGEN itself, but it's under the umbrella of display of like why you want to leverage these different like verifiable transport layers of data, essentially.
Yeah, and I think it was this article where they talk about a demonstration. Mm-hmm. And really, this is to demonstrate what you can do. It's like tech demo release, deploy a verified Doom agent in public demo. And so you're showcasing what can be done, and it's up to the developers to take what can be done. And it's like, let's make a product out of it.
Well, of course, because like the whole sector is like waiting around for, okay, when can we get agents that, do things more than just, tweet, right? So we'd like agents who can interface with video games and perform like a human would.
Yeah.
But again, in order for them to be like rewarded as a human would, we have to be able to verify that this is like an actual autonomous agent performing these actions or, fulfilling these tasks, whatever, right?
Yeah, because you could just connect a click farm to play Zoom, right?
Right. Yeah. Zoom or Doom?
Zoom? Did I say Zoom?
I think
I meant Doom.
Definitely said Zoom.
Yeah, not Zoom, dude.
All right.
Doom.
All right. So this is a Fallen Network real code for real decentralized AGI. Dude, if you guys haven't seen Silicon Valley, they told us not to do this.
Yeah, well, who cares, dude? When has Hollywood ever been right, Let's just fade Hollywood and just accelerate, dude. That's the term of the year, accelerate, but at all costs.
Yeah, I guess.
Even at our own existence. Fuck it, dude. YOLO. Right? So we're going to accelerate all the way to DAGI, right?
Yeah. All right. So this report will provide a comprehensive overview of DAGI from the foundational GPU supply to the AI application layer, including initiatives like those by AI16Z. We will explore the current DAGI stack and highlight the critical role of trusted execution environments as a solution for confidential computation throughout the entire lifecycle of DAGI.
Boom. So here it is, perfectly encapsulated in this image. Everything needs to be
So
within a TEE.
Yeah, in this trusted execution environment, you're training, you're supplying data, you're giving it access to GPU, which is horsepower. You're providing its agent profile, right? And then inference.
Right. So this is definitely homework for everybody. If you guys want to like really understand, this is a very well aggregated report, right? In context of this very discussion. So, yeah.
We're handing out homework now, dude.
You got to do it, dude. you gotta really understand this stuff, guys. Otherwise, because there's a lot of muck and fluff out there.
Yeah, this is how we're able to predict what we predict, is understanding the technology, understanding how market conditions form around new technology and new initiatives. And we can make predictions. This is how it's done. If you don't understand that, you'll never be able to make predictions.
Yeah, we're assuming at some point, like right now, it's the whole ecosystem's like in a learning state, right? And an experimental state, as we're going to show here in a little bit. But at some point, these are going to become standardized, right? And therefore expectations and, projects and developers who are not leveraging these like fundamental primitives, they become that less trusted and that less reliable and like essentially that less viable in the market itself, right?
Yeah. So you could see a ton of AI agents launching and developers have backdoor access to these private keys.
Yeah, you're going to see major exploits as a result of that, right? And therefore, the market's going to have less trust for those types of agents. Therefore, adoption occurs. Like, okay, I'm not going to put my money anywhere near an agent that doesn't have this verifiable layer associated to it, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so Fallen Network, it's its own blockchain, 247 million market cap, and it's been around.
It's been around town, dude.
Yeah.
But like, just like we're seeing with a lot of things, like, who else has been around? The Virtuals team. Who else has been around? Shaw from AI16Z. There's a lot of like people been around, but not until this like AI influx occurred, they found their true product market fit.
Right.
Same scenario.
All right, so we have a tweet. 12 a.m. pull request, verifiable agent inferencing. With the reclaim and opacity soon, integration Zktls ensures that every AI inference is authentic, no ambiguity, no compromises, just transparent, verifiable autonomy. Built on EIGEN AVS transforms trust in AI systems. Ability to make any inference verifiable, including OpenAI and Anthropic.
Right. So there we go. So this is not just exclusive to Fallen Network, right? You're going to start to see more infrastructure players emerge, essentially. EigenLayer, I think they made their presence known like a year or two ago, right? It was like this, like
in the market, or
yeah. Just look at the chart. Let's see.
Let's go max. Chart.
How long ago was that, dude?
Well, it says October 2024.
Oh wow. So damn, dude, my time horizons are off.
Really, EigenLayer is not that old.
I feel like it's been a lot older than this.
I think so.
Okay, well maybe
the chart is just not pulling the latest or the earliest data.
Yeah, but nonetheless, so this, I mean, these infrastructure providers deserve like full deep dive videos on their own, but not enough time for that.
Not today.
Not today, at least. Maybe we'll do that into the future. But nonetheless, study up on your infra play, guys.
Yeah.
That's our recommendation.
Right.
All right, now let's get into like what does deployment of agents actually look like?
So who doesn't want to set their pet rock free, dude?
I certainly do.
So this is a news research. So we've talked about this in the past before.
Yeah, it's just like a demonstration of, and another thorough explanation of why, right? Why trusted execution environments are important, right?
Yeah. All right. So here's an example of an AI agent leveraging a trusted execution environment. 14,000 followers.
So this one had a unique story. I don't know if anybody caught it, but I definitely did. This is why it's really important not to just, if you really want to like participate in this stuff, guys, watching our videos is always a swell idea.
It's a good starting point.
It's a good starting point, but I wouldn't label this as like the trenches, right? This is like, what's outside of a trench? It's like
the dirt.
This is the dirt mound.
Yeah, you're on the mound. Yeah,
you're on the mound. If you want to get in the trenches, you got to basically live on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Which is where these things typically end up occurring, and then we
sounds like hellscape, dude.
It's definitely not fun, right? But by being there, you're able to kind of like witness things in real time, right? So one of the things that happened, an AI 16Z partner, I guess, was like, hey, I got this swell idea. How about we deploy this agent with its wallet in the TEE, and then you guys out there, you send your funds, your soul, to this TEE verified wallet that basically ensures it's unruggable. I can't take the funds. Only the agent can. All right, so let's do that. Tweets out within hours. Let's look at the chart. How much was sent? You just take a look at the liquidity. $27 million was sent just from like the ether of crypto Twitter. Is like, you know what? This sounds like a valid experiment. Why?
Yeah.
Because the premise was the agent would use these pooled funds provided for liquidity, as you can see here.
Yeah.
And distribute a AI generated meme coin to the donors, essentially.
Which is this particular token, Meta AV or Meta V.
Yeah. And if you go back to like that diagram, basically explains like how it all kind of manifested, right?
Yeah. So you have your trusted execution environment, your AI, and then it has a secret salt. It derives a wallet, and then people send funds to that wallet. And then it used those funds to supply liquidity to a meme token.
Yeah, so what is this all potentially speculatively like introduce into the market? Well, we can run ICOs all over again, but with agents, AICOs, right?
So that AI agent just raised $27 million.
Well,
to supply liquidity.
Yeah, maybe like an iteration of this into the future is like 20% of what I received goes to liquidity, and then like the rest of it I could actually utilize to perform X, Y, and Z tasks, compute.
Yeah.
And whatever, right? Oh, I could create a swarm out of this, and I could support a marketing agent and a builder agent.
Dude, good luck, SEC, dude.
Yeah, good luck prosecuting agents, dude. Right? Gary Gensler got debut at just the right time, dude. Imagine trying to figure out how to regulate that madhouse.
You couldn't. There's no way. It's a trusted execution environment. Nobody can touch it.
That's right. So potentially, what are they called? AICOs on the horizon, dude. So that's interesting. This is already like a cool use case of TEEs, right?
Yeah. So again, this is, if it's not properly set up technically, this could be a rug pull in the making.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, this is why you study up, guys, so you can identify what's the proper setup, right?
All right. Here's another application here. The first immortal, unkillable on-chain AI agent ape.
Another, again, propagation of an already successful new like methodology, right? ELIZA OS, trusted execution environment. Not so sure what fuck ELIZA is yet. But we're gonna do our research for sure. But what that results in is, agents living forever.
Yeah, and ultimately it's just tweeting, and mostly nobody is caring.
Yeah, but the most important part is,
hold on.
We got tokens, dude.
And the market cap is 31 million from nothing.
Yeah, basically nothing, right? Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. That's quite the story, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot happening, dude. All right, so let's talk about Spore. It's been like a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, so Spore we've talked about, and so here's that article that we referenced in the past, but everyone's asking is like, when update? Is there some changes to Spore? It's like, yes, there is. So Gen 4 breeding is back with improvements, and so the good thing is that they're iterating their generation of AI processes.
Yeah, tweaking, right? Because whenever we first covered Spore, it was like brand new experiment was released. I think only Adam and Eve like had propagated from the Spore itself. But the cool thing about the Spore experiment is this is the Fala Network team kind of like showcasing that each of these agents, each of these epochs, I guess, of new agents are in a trusted execution environment, right? So it's a demonstration, a live demonstration of this new technical ability. And yeah, now the actual experiment itself, it's one hell of has a lot of complexity angles to it, right? It's like now there's like governance as part of like the breeding mechanism.
Yeah, there's voting,
on-chain voting. Yeah. So it's like, man, this thing has a lot of potential fail points, right? As experiments do. Yeah. So you would expect human intervention to kind of come in and kind of like fine tune things there.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Something there. Yeah.
Yeah, just because you release something, it doesn't mean you're not supposed to touch it.
Right. But so be wary of, so there's FUD, right?
Yeah.
Coming from people who are interpreting this like human intervention as, essentially dissolving the whole narrative of the experiment in the first place, right? It's like,
yeah, so let me explain potential FUD here. So Spore Deep Dive, the illusion of a AI utopia and suspicion of human manipulation. It says the core suspicion, human manipulation and false AI autonomy through careful observation of the on-chain voting process, we have discovered signs of human manipulation. The most prominent suspicion is that this address transferred 7 million Dream to the voting address in the last hour of the Gen 4 voting, thereby obtaining 35% of Satoshi. So I guess you could call this manipulation. I call it DAO governance.
It's like more evidence of like DAOs being very hard, very complicated to manage. Yeah.
Yeah. If an expected result is based on a vote and the vote is based on how many tokens you hold, if you hold the most tokens, you get to decide the vote. So it's like, what are you supposed to do with that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The DAO experiment in itself continues on, right?
Yeah. But maybe AI can help us solve this problem.
Yeah, that is one of the potential bull vectors of this whole agentic renaissance, right? But nonetheless, I still like this project. I still think the experiment is valid. And again, I like just the demonstration alone of trusted execution environments in real application, right? So Spore doing its thing.
Yeah, so reached 80 million market cap. Right now it's at 40 million.
Yeah. So this is still, we're going to keep our eyes on this just because it's fascinating to see all the different dynamics play out. But yeah, there's a lot of considerations, right? How do you like sustain this indefinitely?
Yeah.
But I guess that's part of it, right? Like a lot of these agents are going to die off because, they're just not intrinsically that valuable, right? How many tweet bots can you conjure up?
Yeah.
So some of them have like unique value propositions to them, but yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of tech stacks, we got a new one. It's called Big Noodle. It says January 1st, first tweet, Big Noodle is a DPIN securing our AI agents and their wallets. We're building an internet layer just for agents, purpose built for secure transactions, built on Bitcoin, built on Tap.
Wow.
I recognize these words, dude.
Yeah, time to dust off the old Bitcoin, dude. Like, it's been a while since we've heard anything Bitcoin.
It's literally just been like a week and a half.
I know, but but it's good to see some Bitcoin players like starting to put their hat in the ring. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Their name in the hat?
Yeah, specifically Superfan.
Yeah, Superfan.
Yeah, so he did a DMT mint not too long ago.
Maybe like 2 months ago or something like that.
Yeah,
the Heroes Mint.
It was a Heroes Mint, and it was like an AI-generated art project that was supposed to be autonomous, and now he's like hooking it up to this DPIN infrastructure.
Yeah. Now, I don't think any of these little squares here say like explicitly trusted execution environments. Well, our trustless agents live on a secure network. So
yeah, that's what this is supposed to be.
Yeah, so this is like along the umbrella of, again, like agent infrastructure to play along with this idea of like we need verifiability
Verifiable autonomy.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is a Bitcoin eco play. There's not much details yet as far as like what, there's no token, things like this, right? I know you guys are very interested in finding out these details, but
people like tokens, dude.
Yeah, it's still early days.
All right, guys, that's it for us. So what is the takeaway? We got AI agent infrastructure to take an understanding about how it works.
Yeah, the market's in a little bit of a dipping right now because of Bitcoin, and I think the election, leading up to the election.
Yeah, it's supposed to dip. It's programmed.
So use this time to really study up, right? Because, like, we're not going to have Twitter bots forever.
Yeah.
This AI shit is definitely here to stay, and we're going to have AGI at some point this year. So we need to front run that reality and understand, like, what are going to be the killer apps in context of AGI's delivery point? Because once that's unlocked, it's unlocked for the rest of us too. Right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, all these agents become way more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, if there are any questions, please let us know in the comment section below. Make sure you follow our Twitter accounts, and appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.